let's listen. Nabake's not against handling nuts, but like, you know, sometimes you gotta tell people to back off. All right, so let's see how this goes. We are going to face danger with deception. We're trying to lie to ourselves, right? And what I love about this role is I'm happy either way. I'm trying to turn my back on the supernatural. I'm trying to turn my back on all this elf bullshit and say like, no, honey, I'm a cool, tough mercenary. That's right. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. I'm not an almond joy today. Okay, so let's make that roll. Face danger. We're doing it with shadow. No modifier. Ooh, a weak hit. On a weak hit, you succeed. I can turn away and abandon this promise. But if I do, I'm hurt or tired, dispirited or afraid. I sacrifice resources. I think we're dispirited. I think it just like, it hurts. It hurts on the inside. I think we take a stress. It kills us a little to do it, which is perfect because we're already at 0. Oh, that's great. I love it. Okay. I don't like it. I don't care what the cost is. I don't care what this stupid, elk-headed asshole wants. I don't care about some old tree and a grudge. I don't fucking care. All right. So we rolled. God, Nabake, you have problems, kid. Face danger with shadow. Weak hit. Suffer -1 spirit. Roll. Endure. What is it called? Endure harm? It's not though. It's endure stress. And like she has tears in her eyes, and like this is clearly like killing her inside. Like the elf part of her is like screaming. Grandmother would be so disappointed. I'm trying to back away. I think that the watcher in the woods will just let me go. If I turn, he'll just be like, fine, you deny your gift. Yeah, he doesn't even try to stop me. He's just like, so be it. He knows the doors I'm trying to close behind me, the bridges that I'm burning. So we're going to roll to endure stress. If your spirit is 0, we suffer an additional, so it is 0. We get a momentum hit. And then we have to roll with heart. Okay, here we go. She's just so fucking callous, right? Like any time that failing the stress would represent her learning something, she's just like, she just shuts the doors of her heart to it. And she's like, no, embrace the darkness, +1 momentum. Damn. She really doesn't care. Cool. The light inside dies just a little bit. All right. I left that cursed clearing and the fog and the black blood wood all behind. No wonder the humans hate us so much. All we are is riddles and tricks and bullshit. Spirits and ghosts. It's trash. It's nothing. I don't want it anymore. I want iron in my hand. I want drink. I want a warm bed. I want to fuck whoever I like. What I don't need is ghosts trying to tell me what to do. Sabine has a place in this world. Nibake needs to die off sooner rather than later, if I can help it. Boom. Damn. Damn. Oh, cold. And I think I leave the fog and I return to the road, right? I find my way back and it's really easy. And I'm like, I wonder why I was ever lost. And Kuden is there and Kuden looks really concerned, right? And he comes over to me and tries to like, basically he's doing that like, oh, I missed you so much. Like, where were you? I was worried. And I push him away. I'm like, get off of me, you stupid elephant. Don't fucking look at me like that. And I think I like legitimately like hurt him. Like this isn't the first time I've said mean things to him, but I think he can feel that I've twisted a little inside, right? Where I look at him and I'm just like, fuck off. And I walk away and he follows me because he's a good friend and loyal and I'm an asshole. But like we can tell that I've hurt him. Yeah, and so he just looks at me and follows along a little ways behind, and I'm just like, come on, we don't have time for this bullshit. And I head north. We're gonna get out of here. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at these assets for a minute, because I wonder if my hard heart has maybe turned me away from people. Maybe something has happened. I haven't been corrupted yet. I was kind of hoping that would happen, but that's okay. We haven't been corrupted yet, but we're getting there. Let's see. Sighted, we talked about being the... you face danger, gather information to identify or detect mystic forces. Yeah, let's take sighted anyway. Let's take it for ourselves. Because I need to know bullshit when I see it. Yeah, I think sighted makes a lot of sense here, actually. So let's take that. Let's just go ahead and add one. Okay, so this is a path. And we're going to take sighted. Here we go. Okay. And then I'm also going to spend 2, right? Because it's 3 for a new one and 2 for an upgrade. I'm going to upgrade Fortune Hunter. So I can spend wealth and take +2 supply when I'm in a community. Yeah. So let's make a note of that. Okay. All right. So. All right. Representing Nibake's change of heart and her wariness about the mystical forces of the world. Bought for her the sighted asset and upgraded Fortune Hunter to level 2. And then as promised, let's get the hell out of here. God, this is like kind of a sad episode. Which I'm honestly like pretty okay with. Character growth. So much of it. All right, Nibake. Let's make progress. To become sighted, just say fuck off to the supernatural. Yeah, right? Like, I don't want any more of these illusions, any more of these tricks. I know your tricks, wilderness gods. I know your fucking tricks. So, yeah, I like it. I think that's a cool way to do it. It's not a gift. I took it for myself. All right, here we go. Making moves. Where is it? Undertake a journey. Here we go. Ah, fuck. We got a miss. All right. So, undertake a journey. This sucks. Well, at least it wasn't like a big deal miss. It's just a little one. Let's see what it suggests. Like face Is it face the, I think we just have to roll to see what the problem is here. So, waylaid by a perilous event, pay the price. Okay. Let's see here. Make the most obvious. Okay, I can't think of a negative outcome. We could roll on the table. Yeah, fuck it. Let's roll on the table. I wonder if there's a pay the price move on my character sheet. Let's take a look. Yeah. But that's, let's see. Does that roll on the table for me? Causes a delay or puts me at oh, it's an argument with fucking Kudan. It's an argument with Kudan. Yeah. He just, at some point, he's just like, fuck you. No. And he just gets all annoyed and stops. So I'm walking and at some point while we're on this journey, I realize I don't hear him like sludging around behind me, and I stop and I turn and I see him like pretty far away, just standing there looking at me. And I'm like, hey, take a shit on your own time. Come on. And he just stares at me. I'm like, what? We're never going to get there at this rate. Come on. God damn it. And I like storm up to him. So Kudan has a bug up his butt about something. Guess I'll go see what his problem is. All right. So I'm sure there's going to be a roll here, but we'll figure it out in a second. So I walk up to him and I stop. Stomp. I'm like, what is your fucking problem? And he just looks away like, I don't want to talk to you. We're not speaking. And I'm like, seriously? Seriously? I take care of you, asshole. If it weren't for me, those hunters would have killed you. Remember that? Yeah. I stuck up for you. And now you don't have any family except me. And nobody likes you. And everybody thinks you're a big dumb mammoth except me. You need me, asshole. Don't forget that. Obviously, what's happening here is that Nabake is talking about herself, right? What she's really saying is like, I need you. I can't survive without you. I need you to come with me. Don't abandon me like everyone else does. But she refuses to acknowledge it that way, right? She's saying like, you're useless. You need me. Fuck you. Come on. So I'm going to try to convince Kudan to come with me. And I think if I fail here, the demand that costs me greatly is that I have to acknowledge that I'm not, I can't be alone, that I have to come to terms with my emotions. Yeah, I have to stop fucking projecting. So let's roll. I love how failure means character growth, but success means I just get what I want. All right, come on, Kudan, let's go. So we're compelling with threats. We're basically saying like, I'm going to leave you behind if you don't come with me, right? I'm going to leave you behind forever. Friendship canceled if you don't do this. So we're going to roll with iron, which I'm bad at. Here we go. Fuck. All right. So we got a weak hit. So we're going to roll compel. Weak hit. So I got, let's see here. They ask something of me in return. Envision what they want. Huh. Yeah, he demands something from me. And Kudan, honestly, like I wonder if Kudan, and we'll get into Kudan's backstory at some point, but I wonder if Kudan might actually be like a mammoth spirit brought to life by my grandmother to like look after me. Right? Like I wonder if Kudan is like, grandma was like, Nabake is going to have such a hard life. I need to protect her after I'm gone. And maybe she could like see the future or some shit. And she was like, mammoth spirit, like protect my granddaughter, right? Yeah. And Kudan doesn't enter the towns because, yeah. Oh, I love that idea. So the weak hit is, I think it's an apology, right? I think it's like, it's not something crushing or cost me greatly. So it's not like come to terms with your lineage. I think it's just like the only other NPC we've ever seen interact with Kudan was, what's her face from my backstory. Where is she? Saria the Traveler, my fellow ghost hunter, remember? Yeah. Okay, so it's a weak hit. So I'm probably like, fine, I don't need you either. Fuck you. And I turn around and I walk off, right? And I get a little ways away. And what is it that stops me? What is the thing that reminds me? I think if Kudan is secretly like a mammoth totem or whatever, something of grandmothers that I have reminds me to stop and turn around. And it's not, I don't have to acknowledge that I'm projecting. I don't have to come to terms with my like hard-headedness. But I think I get a little ways away. Maybe Kudan just gets angry at me. Maybe we just hear this like, this big loud noise, and Kudan never gets upset. Oh yeah, no, that's good. Maybe Kudan gets angry. So we hear this terrible trumpet, right? And we turn around and Kudan has like gotten up on his hind legs, and he's got his like legs kind of wheeling in the air, and he's making this like horrible noise, and he slams down on the ground with his full weight, and it like shakes the earth, right? And I like stop because I'm like, holy shit. And it like hits the deep part of me. He scares me. And I stop and I turn around, and he's like got his head down, and he's kind of like shaking his head back and forth. And remember, Kudan has these big, terrifying like tusks. And I turn around and I look at him, and I blink a couple of times, and I've never seen him angry like this. Like it reminds me like, oh shit, like you're angry too. And he looks at me like, I am going to kill you. I am going to knock your ass down, and I'm going to stomp you into the dirt. And I'm like, I turn and I look at him, and I'm like, I'm not afraid of him. And I say, I'm like, I actually don't say anything. I think I just drop my spear. I just drop it. Hulata falls out of my hand, and I reach up and I like drop my bag, and I think I run over to him, and I do that like human hugging an elephant thing where I just hug his face, and he wraps his trunk around me. And I think I'm crying, and like he just like squeezes me, and I'm like apologizing to him. I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy. Like there was this god, and he had a deer for a head, and he made me think about my grandma, and I fucking hate this place. And everyone in High Watch was so mean to me. You didn't see it. They tried to kill me a bunch of times, and I went down to the village, and I got the pearls, and then they beat me up, and they took them, and they took credit for it, and everybody hated me just because I kind of look like an elf, and everybody there is just so mean, and so I just like start blubbering, and he just like squeezes me, and eventually I run out of juice, and I just kind of collapse, and he like sits down, and he picks me up, and he like smushes me under his head, and is just kind of like petting me on my back, like there, idiot, like shh, it's okay, and I'm just like weeping, and like I'm sorry, and like everybody hates me, and it's not fair, and I'm so alone, and I like take a big like sniff, and I look up, and I'm like, well, like okay, we're so alone, not just me, you too, nobody likes you either, and I like just keep crying, and eventually I think I probably fall asleep, and he just like holds me and rubs my back, and I eventually pass out like a little baby from all of the emotional weight of being tricked and all of this stuff. So yeah, maybe we make camp here, right? And I wonder, like, I have a companion, but they're not like a person I have a bond with, right? Because, like, I wonder about that. I feel like I would already have a bond with this big dumb elephant. But I don't think you do. I don't think you write bonds for your companions. I think they're separate. Yeah. You can bond with your companions. I feel like if I wasn't already, I should. So let's just do that now. Let's just do one. So, okay, compel, it's a weak hit. So maybe I can't quite cut it on my own. The whole damn world is out to get me. I can't just yell at Kudan because he can't fix it. I have to fix it myself. Or something. I just feel sad and alone. I feel sad and alone, but at least I have this big, smelly idiot to take care of. Keeps me busy anyway. All right, so let's roll. And of course, she frames it as like, yeah, I did that for him. So let's see. Let's roll. Make camp first to try to recover a little bit. And then I think we're going to try to forge a bond. Actually, let's do that first. Not forget a bond. Forge a bond. Okay. Kudan. So. Ooh, this is fun. I like the failure on this one too. Okay. Let's roll to see how it works. Nabake is not good at connecting with people, but I have some ideas for this. Okay, so forge a bond. Here we go. With heart. No modifier. Oh, wow. Wow. Big fail with a complication. Okay. Miss. Complication. I think. So Kudan is like, you're not ready yet. You're not ready to understand my true nature, right? So I think Kudan probably in this case, something's wrong with Kudan. Normally, he just lumbers along behind me like a dummy, doing what I tell him to because he knows I'm smarter than him. Now, he's just acting weird. Like he's disappointed in me, which doesn't make any sense because an elephant can't feel feelings. He's just an animal. So why do I feel so annoyed when he looks at me? Those big, stupid eyes. Okay, fuck it. So what I know as a GM is that, yeah, he's not ready, right? Or I'm not ready. I'm not ready to make that bond, right? I don't deserve this person's closeness yet. Kudan is just looking after me. Yeah, cool. Okay. So I'm going to make camp to try to rest, and then I'm going to try to press on and keep getting this damn journey done, right? It's a journey of the heart. All right. So roll plus supply, but of course I can roll with Kudan, which is fun. He's still feeding me and taking care of me. So we're going to maybe, yeah, make camp and resupply, right? Try to forage. Because the risk with the foraging, excuse me, is that I will get. Oh no, I'm at 2. I'm at 2 supply. I'm okay. We just need to rest. All right. So let's do that. Make camp with mammoth health, which is still 5. Still a weak hit, but it's not nothing. Make camp, weak hit. We are going to relax for +1 spirit, and then we're going to just press on. Okay, well, at least we're not at 0 spirit anymore. Yeah, edge doesn't get rolled very often, hey? It's a lot of stuff that involves wits and heart. Iron and edge really only get rolled in fights, and I am very good at being fast, but not much else. We gotta take on a quest that leads. We gotta get in, like, we gotta race people. We gotta do backflips. We gotta do a lot more of that shit. We're like a rogue trying to be a fighter. Okay. All right. So I'm sure our edge will help us more when we delve into some dungeons. Yeah, throw things, I suppose. But we're going to civilization, so we might be able to break into people's houses, steal their shit, you know? Okay, so let's go ahead and just make that move, undertake a journey. Do with our wits. Here we go. Motherfucker. See, this is the one thing, like, if we get locked in this cycle of, like, it's fun to have a journey where, like, 2 or 3 things happen, but it can get boring. And this is the same with fights. This is the one disadvantage of this system, is that, like, if you look, it's taking me forever. And I'm getting to the point where I'm going to try to resolve it at 2 because, you know, well, no, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to retcon to take an upgrade for Kuden. I understand that would make it better, but I don't want to make the game easier. I just want to, like, get out of this loop. I want to find a way out of this undertake a journey loop. So undertake a journey, miss, and I have to deal with something. Let's find out what its nature is. Pay the price. Here we go. It is harmful. It is, whatever it is, it's harmful. Okay. Maybe I'm just getting exhausted. Like, yeah, like we could get in a fight with brigands, but that I feel is just going to be more like slowing me down. Yeah, maybe I just get exhausted. And then I realize, like, okay, we're gonna search. We're gonna go look. So I think pay a harmful price. Let's call it exhaustion. Like, this place is just wearing me down. I've made longer trips than this, but none quite so exhausting. None quite so exhausting. I don't know if it's the constant dampness, the weird noises at night coming from the mists, or Kudan's shit attitude, but this trip has me worn right the fuck out. All right. Yeah, it's mostly guilt is what it is. She doesn't know any better, but it's pretty much what it is. Okay. So, yeah, right? Having turned her back on her elven nature, her human frailty starts to manifest where I'm like, it's like talking to someone who is starting to realize they're not in their 20s anymore, where they're just like, oh, why am I so hungover? And I'm like, dude, it's because you're 32. You can't drink like you're 22 anymore. What's happening? You're just getting old. You're getting human. So, all right. So let's roll to endure that harm. Thankfully, we got +3 health, so let's roll that. Endure stress, endure harm. Yeah, strong hit. Look, yeah. Embrace the pain, take +1 momentum. A weak hit, you press on. Okay. F it, let's go. Endure harm. Strong hit, and I think press on with +1 momentum. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go, it's secure an advantage, right? So what I wanna do is I stop. Okay, so there's got to be a better way north than this. This is a human road built by idiot cowards. I'm no coward, and I'm definitely not an idiot. Maybe I can go into the fog just a little bit and get myself a shortcut. Get myself a shortcut through. All right, so we're gonna try to find a shortcut. Yeah, exactly. With speed, agility, or precision. Yeah, basically what I want to do is like dip into the fog a little, use it as like warp drive, and like and try to secure our advantage. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, secure an advantage with edge. We got a weak hit, 1 momentum. Great. Now here's the thing about secure an advantage. On a strong hit, I take control and add +1 to another move, but not a progress move. So not undertake a journey. So I'll still get the momentum, which is all right. But now we're gonna try to take this new shortcut, and we're gonna dip into the mist a little. And I think here, undertake a journey isn't a progress move. Oh, it says right there. Oh, nice. Okay, so that's good. So you can roll directly from secure advantage into undertake a journey. This is great. I love that it just lays out progress move. I assumed that it was any move that added progress to a counter, but it isn't. It's when you, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so weak hit, +1 momentum. Okay. So, no wonder Highwatch is so isolated. It's impossible to get anywhere to or from that place. I'm starting to wonder. I guess I'm not really starting to wonder anything. That would require self-reflection. Okay, so it's possible to get to her from that place. I think I've got an idea, though. I could use the fog. It's a kind of shortcut to get me ahead of the road, which curves back and forth and is wasting a lot of my time. Okay. So we're going to attempt one more, and if this doesn't get me progress, I'm just gonna flat out attempt and fail to get the progress done, right? We are going to, because if we fail on undertaking a journey, we lose the objective, and we basically just call her quits because it's too far to go. And we end up somewhere else, maybe like a halfway point or another town, because I'm getting sick of this, getting lost and turned around and all this bullshit. So let's undertake a journey. See how it goes. Oh my God, progress, finally. All right, a weak hit. Great, we make some progress. It worked. All right, so a weak hit on undertake a journey, suffer 1 supply, and we mark progress. Okay. Good. It's not nothing. Okay. So we've got our progress marked, and I'm just gonna note -1 supply. So we're running a little low. I guess we should try to resupply before we journey again. All right, so we're making it out of the lowlands. I imagine we end up somewhere. We're like up here now. We've left the Sea of Fog. We've left this. We're up in this new area, and I think probably it's like pretty, you know, pretty like rocky. We talked about this place being in a mountain valley, so probably we're entering the highlands. Or starting to get up out of this swampy area. So things are getting much colder. Maybe it started to snow, much colder, but also much much less swampy than it was before. So we've come up out of the swamplands. There's some like actual trees and stuff up here. Okay, so we've left the fjord and the swampland below it behind. Things are getting clearer now that we've managed to get away from that damn fog. It's going to be tricky getting a mammoth through the mountains, but I figure Kudan is Kudan's problem. We're running a bit low on food, but this place looks like better eating than the shit swamp we used to live in. Okay, so here we go. We are going to attempt to resupply. Let's get that supply back up. And this is what happens when you take on like a really long journey, right? Yeah. And if we end up failing, there'll be some kind of like stopping point that we can come to and like be like, okay, obviously this should have been 2 journeys, right? So let's see. This is for a resupply. Let's start there. Okay, up to +2 supply, -1 momentum for each. So we'll drop our momentum to 1, and we'll buy 1 more supply. Good, okay. Weak hit, +1 supply, -1 momentum. And then we will roll, undertake a journey. And I think if we don't succeed at this one, like we get another miss, we have to stop in that town, or something, right? Some place, some waypoint that we get interrupted by coming across, or maybe like somebody on a journey. Maybe we come across a wagon with some people. There's lots more like road bullshit we can do. So let's try to undertake this journey and get some progress, because it's been like, you know, a week since we left probably. Oh yes. More weak hits. Good. Okay. So that's not nothing. We got undertake a journey, weak hit, -1 supply, +1 progress. Good. Okay. So things are going okay. Now that we've made it out into this area, our luck is starting to hold, and that is nice. So our supply drops to 1, and onward we go. Okay. More signs of humanity up here on the plateau, right? On the steppes. I've seen a few hunters' traps here and there. The road looks better taken care of. And more than once, I've seen a shack out in the distance, smoke rising to meet the clouds. Despite everything being so frigid and wide open, I feel less lonely out here somehow. Kudan's still being weird, though. I don't know what his problem is. Okay. All right. So I think we'll just keep undertaking the journey until we hit until we hit a failure, right? And we can do, we gotta resupply again before we go. I'm gonna steal something. Still running on low supplies, but all these fields, someone's gotta have some extra potatoes or an extra chicken or something, right? I haven't had chicken in forever. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to resupply by stealing from some farmer. Yeah, right, an apple pie on a windowsill. Oh, you damn elves! Stop stealing my stuff! Oh, not again. Old farmer maggot. So, here we go. All right, so we're going to resupply. All right. And it's a form of scavenging. It was a shortcut to mushrooms. You're right. All right, here we go. Ah, shit, we got busted. Uh-oh. All right, miss. Uh-oh. Busted. Let's get out of here. So, like, I sneak up to this farm, and there's like a chicken coop. And God, it's so corny, but I love it. And I sneak through the farm, and I've already stolen like some potatoes. I'm like biting like a crab apple or something. And I look up and I see these little scrawny chickens like chucking around in there. And I'm like, oh, I got to get one. And so I drop I throw the apple over my shoulder, and I drop the bag of potatoes that I stole, and I sneak up to the chicken coop, and I'm like, here, chickie, 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 chickie. Come here. Come to mama. Come on, chickie. Come on. And I lunge for it, and the chicken's like, whack, and like runs away, and I fall in the mud, and I get up, and I'm like, fuck you, chicken. Fuck you. And fuck you too, rooster. And then I look, and I see, I'm standing in the coop, like in the chicken area, and I see this farmer with his like felt hat and his beard, and he looks up, and he points at me, and he's like, hey, get out of my chicken coop. And I'm like, ah, let's go. And I run for it, and he chases me, and let's face danger with speed. And the danger is, do I get away from the farmer? Okay, all right. So here we go. Time to try to flee from the farmer, and I don't get his chickens, but that's okay. All right, here we go. Come on, roll high. A weak hit. You succeed but face a troublesome cost. You're delayed, lose advantage, or face a new danger, -1 momentum. You're tired or hurt. You're dispirited or afraid, or you sacrifice resources. I think I suffer. In fact, I make my problem worse. So I'm now unprepared. Oh my God, I left my backpack behind. So I get away from the farmer, right? So in fact, I just make it worse. So weak hit, -1 supply. So I get back to Kudan, and I'm breathing all hard, and I'm like, hey, thanks for holding on to my spear for me. I'm sorry. I don't have any food. I was gonna steal I was gonna borrow a chicken from that farmer, and then he saw me, and I ran off, and Kudan makes a noise, and I'm like, what do you mean, where's my backpack? Ah, fuck. And I'm like, my backpack is gone now, and now I'm unprepared, and now I'm just like, God, fucking shit ass, and then we walk off. Like, we just leave. Okay, so I wonder if it's worth attempting to just end the journey. Like, if I roll really well, I might be able to get a weak hit on reach your destination. We're in the outskirts now, right? We're starting to get more civilization. We could try to press on, but yeah, let me see here. So, okay. I guess I left my backpack behind running away from that farmer, which is a shame given just how badly I need food to live. Stupid farmer. He has so many chickens. And I have 0 chickens. 0! Right, yeah, put on a mustache and just go back and be like, "Hello, Mr. Farmer. My name is Sabine. I was wondering if I could borrow one of your chickens for a moment." "Yes, thank you very much." Yeah, maybe somebody else. Maybe we go beg for food, or we rob somebody, or we try to coerce somebody into letting us stay at their house. But for now, let's press on with this stupid journey. Okay, here we go. Undertake a journey. Come on, Nabake. You can do it. Get one more progress, and then maybe we can do it. God, one more and I've got a 5 or a 6. So I got a 1 in 3 chance of doing okay on it, right? Because both dice will be a 5. So I would need a 5 or a 6. Is that how that works? Woof. Okay. Also, look at how good this roll was. It's my best roll, but I had to roll a 10 in the D10s. God damn it. It hurts the most when you're the one causing your own suffering. All right, here we go. Hey, another weak hit. All right, as long as we keep getting weak hits, we make progress. Unfortunately, I'm at 0 supply now, so we got undertake a journey on a strong hit, the waypoint, blah, 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 move at speed, +1 momentum, -1 supply. Oh, that's a strong hit. Weak hit is just -1 supply. I am currently at 0, so that sucks. Let's see what that does, right? Because it's, yeah, something bad happens. I face a setback. And this one, is this one on the character sheet? Right, let's see. So out of supply, when your supply is exhausted, mark on prepared to suffer minus. Each additional supply is minus health, spirit, or momentum as appropriate. I got a grumbly tummy. Bring me down to 3 health. Okay, -1 health, +1 progress. Because I'm at 0, right? Because 0 supply. I'm fucking starving. I could eat a mammoth. A mammoth-sized cow, obviously. God, stop looking at me like that. Okay, does anything else happen if you lose supply and you're already at... No, okay. Sure. And yeah, that's momentum for setback. Okay. It's a hypothetical mammoth. All right, well, you know, we can't try to scavenge now, so I think we just have to push on. Because we're out of food, because I left it all. Yeah, let's just undertake that journey again. Here we go. Come on. Oof. This journey's literally killing me. So now we can lose. I got 2 health, 1 spirit, no supply. We go down to +1 momentum. We're going to show up in this town looking like shit. Hey, at least we got a iron ring. But hey, if we can get to town... Wait a minute. When in a community or trading, suffer -1 wealth and get 2 supply. Let's do it. Let's go trade some of our money to one of these dumbass farmers. Okay, so here we go. Let's mark a note here. So we're still out in the farmlands, but they're getting denser, and I think we probably go, yeah, exactly, right? We get stuck in this no supply loop. But I got money now. So let's go spend some gold. First of all, though, I got 6 progress. Okay, and I subtracted my momentum. I got to record the results. Undertake a journey, -1 momentum. +1 progress. Okay, all right. This sucks. I'm starving. And you know what they say. You can't eat gold unless you're a gold eater. Which I am not. I am a person. A human, elven, spear-wielding person. Yep. That's me. What? What are you staring at? No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to myself. Fuck off. Like, she's kind of going a little loopy because she's so hungry. So I think we stumble into let's go see if these farmers will trade for some food. And then I think I'll hit it. I'll just wander into town. So what we're gonna do is, it's not a roll, but I activate a move. Spend -1 wealth. Gain +2 supply. And so I think we don't even see it happen, right? I just walk into the town. I'm like, hey everybody, traveler here. I got some money. I throw it on the table. I buy myself some rations. And I leave. I don't think we need to interact with these nerds. This is just going into a shop, right? So I do that in the farmland around Anuna, and I come out with some food. So that'll keep me going. Okay, so I have no money now, which is fine because I'm gonna get work when I get to town. So let's finish the journey to Anuna. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to finish the journey. Okay, that's a good trade. Let's do it. So, all right. You can't get supply before getting rid of unprepared. No, you can't. This might be a rules question. You can't resupply, but can I gain supply if I'm unprepared with my special ability? Because if I can't, that special ability kind of sucks, right? Let me read how that works. So, mark unprepared. If you suffer blah blah blah, you can exchange. Let me look it on the. Yeah, you can't take it on the sheet, but what I mean is I want to check the rule, because I think my move should bypass that, because I'm literally just going in and being like, money, food. If you're unprepared, you cannot increase supply. That sucks. I don't agree with that, because I have this special ability. No, but this is different. I have a special ability now that I think should let me resupply despite being unprepared, because I have money. That's why I took that ability. I'm going to rule it this way for now, but I'll ask Sean on Twitter, because I think I should. Let me take a look. I'm going to ask him right now. Here we go. At Sean. Quick question. Right in the middle of the game. Can you gain supply using, what is that ability called? I mean, I know I'm the DM, but I want to do it right? I want to play the game as it's designed. It is called the Second Fortune Hunter upgrade. And the Second Fortune Hunter upgrade. Not Fortune. Can you gain supply using the Second Fortune Hunter upgrade even if you're at 0, if you're unprepared? Unprepared. Or does it only work at +1 or higher? Okay, there we go. I'll get that. I'll rule it this way for now, and then we'll figure it out for next time. Supply or higher. Bam. Okay. All right. All right. Phoning up Gary Gygax. Actually, it's sending Gary a letter. Okay. All right. So yeah, I get that it says shaken and unprepared can only be cleared, but I wonder if that's still the intent of you may suffer 1 wealth to take +2 supply. You know, like I wonder. Either answer would be it would make sense, but I feel like if that's the case, I bought this to protect me from this shitty loop to get stuck in. So I'm gonna just clear it and set it to 2, but we'll figure it out later. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, Alendril. I think you might be right. I think it's a 50-50 chance on what the official ruling is. Yeah. So I'll see. It may be that Sean had never thought about it. It's not a move, right? I'm not making a move. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we might have found an edge case, but anyway, I'm going to rule it that way for the time being. I traded for some supplies. Looks to me like the farmland is starting to thicken, and maybe we're on the right track to Anuna. Should just be another few days walk. Okay, so this is our last roll for now, and then maybe we can sojourn when we get there. Let's find out. Oop, right. All right, so we're gonna roll to complete this journey. I wish I got experience for completing journeys. That'd be nice. This is like the most difficult undertaking I've ever done. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. We critically succeed. After all that. Holy. Oh, that's so good. Okay. All right. So, let's see what that does. That's exactly what we needed. So reach your destination is the name of the move. We get a strong hit with opportunity. And then that gives us make another move now and add +1. Sojourn, right? Take +1 momentum. It's one or the other. Okay. Let's add +1. Let's take a +1 on our sojourn. So +1 forward. Okay. The walls of Anuna rise up before me. This is the biggest town I've ever seen. There are so many people. Everyone here looks different from one another. And there are warriors and healers and shopkeepers. And I'm pretty sure that dude wants me to pay him to have sex. What a weird place. The walls are kind of giving me claustrophobia. But it's kind of cool. I can't wait to see where Maya lives. I bet her house is like 3 whole stories. It has like gold on the walls. Hot damn. This is gonna be great. Alrighty, so we're gonna roll to sojourn in town because we've done it. We've arrived. So this is the find yourself a place to live and do all that. Okay, here we go. So we're rolling sojourn with a +1. What a wonderful utopia. Maybe they're like elves. The first thing that happens to me is somebody's going to be a dick. Just watch. So let's see. Sojourn. When you spend time in a community seeking assistance, roll +heart. If you share a bond, +1. But I got this other +1. So first of all, let me clear my progress here. Modify that. There we go. And then moves. Where are you, Sojourn? There it is. Okay, here you go. Roll with heart. +1. Fuck! Oh no. My poor broken heart. Oh, honey. Aw, what a shame. Okay, well, Sojourner with a +1, hard miss. So I tried to go find an inn, but apparently every inn around here is full. Even the big rooms where you just sleep next to some sweaty wet nurse. I don't know. All full. No room at all, huh? Weird. I guess a lot of other people really like this place. I guess I better find a cool, like a park to sleep in. I'm sure a room will open up soon. So what I'm kind of trying to do here with Nabake is that she's come to this big town and she thinks like, okay, everybody I've dealt with before is a goddamn hillbilly. But here, this cosmopolitan city, no, everything's fine. It's gonna be fine. Like it'll be great, right? So now we'll turn it around. So she's now applying that naivete to her own experience, where she's like, she'll make excuses for the city. So how about this? Sojourn didn't work. Let's do this. I guess a lot of other people like this place. I was gonna clean up a little before I go see Maya, but I guess I'll just go there now. I'm sure she'll have a place for me to stay. And thus ends session 8. So I'm just gonna, straight from the road, I'm gonna go to Maya and be like, hi, remember me? It's me. I got you those pearls. Yeah, I know I smell like mammoth shit, but like I just came off the road. Hey, nice pillows. I got some mud on your rug. I hope that's okay. What are you guys smoking? Can we hang out? It's time to see what Sabine looks like when she's not surrounded by people she thinks she's better than. We'll get one episode, if that, and then it'll all flip. So, let's see. What are we going to call this session? Session 8. Moving on up. Like, what should we call it? The road to Anuna. Journey of the heart. The long, lonely road. I like that. Yeah, let's do that. A long, lonely road. But now everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay, right? We're not fighting brine witches anymore. Everything's great. All right, let me draw. Here, let me add this. Let me add to the map here. Let me draw this little road that I took. So there's a, how weird that it, okay. So there's a road that goes here, but then there's another road that goes here through a mountain pass. This is the road I took, right? Yeah. There you go. Anuna Matata. That can be the next episode. What a wonderful place. Anuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze. All right. So there you go. We made it. We made it to the big city, and I'm sure we're gonna find nothing but happiness and joy there. Thank you, my friends, for coming along on this long and difficult journey with me. It's a sad time being a friendless moron who has no emotional well-being. But the idea is that maybe she'll grow, and I'm glad you've been here with me to see her struggle. Nabake is super fun to play, and this game has been a blast. So yeah, thank you for coming, everybody. If you haven't seen any of the other episodes, if you've watched this and you're like, this seems really cool, there are 7 other episodes plus a first look at this game. And then remember, beginning of March, we are going to take a first look at Delve, and then we're going to take Nabake down into the dungeon. And now that we're in a big city, I wonder if Maya knows anybody that we could be friends with, because Nabake, garbage human that she is, could use a friend. So I'm going to put my feelers out. I'm going to see what everybody else's schedule is like, and maybe we can get some folks together and we can do a little 2-player co-op situation. But that's it. That's it for me for now. Thank you for coming, everybody. We'll see you next time for more Ironsworn. That's it. Strong hits, everybody. Strong hits.